So here's another OU match. This is against Sexy Tsunami. This is our second match of the day. So if you hear me mention a set I know, that's why. The first match came down to PP stall. He got a perfectly timed crit, and I got some luck as well, but my PP stall actually worked, and that's basically how I won. So he leads with the Metagross. I've seen Stealth Rock, Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch. So I'm assuming his last is Explosion, and I'm playing him as if his last is Explosion. Now right there, I did a straight switch into Fortress. I didn't U-turn on purpose because I didn't want to take a Bullet Punch. I wanted to stay at max HP. Now I know his Heatran, it's not Lefties and it's not Scarf, so I'm assuming it's Salif Berry. I have seen Sub, Fire Blast, and Earth Power, and I mean he must have Explosion. So I didn't want Blister to get exploded on. I knew I wouldn't. I didn't want her to die without getting Rocks up, because he doesn't have a spinner. So I'm really worried about his Explosion because it's gonna be pretty much his only chance to kill some of my guys. So I'm really careful with my protects, because my only chance is to protect on an Explosion, or maybe switch into Fortress on it. I see Machamp. Last time he killed me with a Fire Blast, and that was enormous, because Fortress didn't get any hazards up. He did spin, but that's all he got to do. So I switch in Gardevoir. I know I'm good to live a payback, and that'll be the same power as a Stone Edge. So I'm going to stay in and go for a Will-O-Wisp. It won't miss because I traced a No Guard. Then I take a Stone Edge. I'm at low health, but you know I lived, and a Wish Protector can always recover, especially when she's kind of fast. So I do save her for later. I go out to Fortress, hoping to bait the Fire Blast on a switch to Crobat. If he Dynamic Punches a switch to Crobat, I'm a deep crap. But luckily he does Fire Blast, doesn't burn me, so Brave Bird's going to be able to kill, and that's a huge threat out of the way. I'm so relieved he let that thing go. That was enormous. So I am really worried about Gardevoir, and I don't think I have any hazards up, so it's a huge problem right now in my eyes. He makes a nice double switch, I guess, just to bait the taunt, waste a turn, make Crobat switch out of there. If he Earth Powered there, I would have been in trouble. Luckily he didn't, and I miss a Protect. I look, and Thunderbolt's going to do like 100 to 130. Not taking the chance, or 132 is the max. And you know, Gardevoir needs health back. It's as simple as that. Right there, I really didn't want to protect while he Stealth Rocks, so that's my reason for switching. I wanted to get Fortress in as he Stealth Rock. He ends up going for Earthquake, which works just as well. I could have kept Gardevoir in and Will-O-Wisp maybe, but you know what, that's a great switch for me. I'm going to get Spikes up first, because if he Stealth Rock there, I would just spin on his switch. So I go for another layer of Spikes. I was figuring he'd Leech Seed, because HP Fire is obvious, and I live the HP Fire, so wow, that's a big relief. Go out to Gardevoir, which is really nice because I trace his Natural Cure as he Thunder Waves. Now he goes for an HP Fire. I think I predicted I predicted switch to Heatran, so I Thunderbolted. And if he goes to Metagross, I get more. I get Spikes damage and I get Thunderbolt damage, so that would have been great too. Now here I go for a Wish, and I was really wanting to go to Heatran and get some of that health back. Wait a second. Heatran's at max health. What? Oh no, he's at like 100 because of the HP Fire. That's right. Yeah, so I wanted to go to Heatran to recover, but it was just too much of a risk, so I didn't. And also switching Blissey into Celebi, I was figuring that was a terrible switch because he's gonna Leech Seed, get like 90 HP back per turn, but he Thunder Waves first, and I was really glad for that because now I can switch to Crobat. If he Leech Seeds, that's alright, because I can U-turn out of there, or I can kill with the Brave Bird, and he's not going to T-Wave twice in a row. So I figured Crobat was a great switch. Now I U-turn so that he doesn't, I'm fine with taking Bullet Punch, but I didn't want him to do a double switch, so I U-turned there. He Meteor Mashes. Earthquake can kill me, but I'm just not ready to let Fortress die. He just has so much use, especially with a Wisher on my team, as Xerxes has showed me. I wanted to go for T-Bolt there, but I don't know. I didn't want to. I wasn't even sure if it would kill, so I ended up going with Heat Wave, and that's great because Celebi comes in, and now Heatran comes in, and this is a bit of an enigma because he's gonna have a Salad Bear. I can Thunderbolt him. I can't kill him, but I can get him below substitute range. So I figured he's gonna explode. If not, he's gonna Fire Blast, and then we're just back to square one. I can run him out of Fire Blast if I want, just with my subs because I have pressure. So I end up subbing. He explodes, and he just doesn't have anything else to do, so he flees. So I could not believe that was a 6-0. I felt like I was really close to just crumbling multiple times. But anyway, it was a great battle. Thanks for watching. It wasn't quite as close as the first one, but it was still a great battle. See you guys.